Hey guys, so I'm working on my car today. It's been a bit neglected. I'm doing my guards, custom fiberglass job. I did this at the start of the year. What I'm doing today is filling in the hollows around here, and then I'll give it a good sand and make it all look good, all ready for paint. So the reason why I'm doing this to my guards here, this custom fiberglass job, is because in August last year I bought some wheels for my car. These wheels here, the Flowforms 19 by 9.5. But the issue I had with them was the offset was all wrong, and I was actually hitting on my shock here, on my strut. So I had to get some spaces. So I've got 20mm spaces in the front and 25mm spaces in the rear, which brought my wheels out so it no longer rubbed. But then it wasn't sitting under my guards, so I had to roll my guards out and then fiberglass over top of them so they look good, just so it can pass its certain and waff. So this is what my guards look like before I started fiberglassing them. So I've just pulled my front and rear bumpers off. I'm going to go around and do fiberglassing of all the hollows on all the guards. That way there I can let it set overnight, and in the morning I can come back and give it a bit of a sand, make it all smooth, get it all straight, and put all the bumpers back on, make sure everything fits, and send it off to paint next week, hopefully. It's a bit hard on camera, but about here there's quite a big hollow. It dips down, sort of dips in, so I'm just going to chuck some more fiberglass in there, get rid of the hollows, and just give it one last little sand, and it should be good for paint. This is going to look sick once it's done. As you can see here, I've already sort of pulled these guards out quite a decent amount, but once it's all done properly and all that, it's going to look good once it all gets painted. This took me quite a long time to do. This is the first time I've ever done fiberglassing. So the first one I actually did, I put it on and I didn't put enough hardener in it, so it didn't set, so I had to pull it all off and start again, but hopefully it should be good now. The car just looks so funny having no bumpers or anything on. It just looks so out of place. Got the rear bumper sitting down here, and got my front bumper sitting over here. Take it off my petrol flap just so I don't damage it when I sand. So I have all my stuff ready, all my fiberglassing matting and resin and hardener and acetone to clean up the brush, thinners to clean up the bodywork on the car before I put it on. I just need to mix it all up, get the ratio right, and start paper mashing my car basically. Like start fiberglass resin, just keep building it up till all the hollows are full, and then hopefully it will dry overnight, come back tomorrow and sand. So I'm just going through, I'm going to use a vivet and mark where all the hollows are. It's got this little block here that I can sort of put on the guard to see where the hollows are, and I'll just give it a mark, just so I know where to build it up a bit more. So I've just made up the resin. I now have about 20 minutes before this starts setting. Just gotta mix it all in, make sure it's all mixed properly, make sure all the hardener is in it properly. I'm wearing gloves because it's such a sticky, messy, horrible job. It just goes everywhere. This way here I can just chuck the gloves out and just put a new pair on next time. But literally what I'm going to do, I'm just going to brush it on. Now I can start layering. Just basically put resin down, fiberglass matting, resin, fiberglass matting, and then just make sure it's all wet or covered in resin. So I'm putting a lot of small pieces in, a lot of little square pieces, rectangle pieces in, just to fill up the hollows, and then getting a big piece to put over top, just to sort of hold it all together, just so it doesn't fall apart until it sets. I can always sand off any extras that I need to. Just about running out of resin. I'll put this last lot on, and then I'll get a ruler and see where the hollow spots are, and I might just make up another batch and do the last little bit on this guard. You know, I just need to get something to get all these air bubbles out. You don't want air bubbles in it, because otherwise when you go and sand it, you'll have a big pocket that will open up. That's the end of the resin. And this is where it gets all messy. You're just going to use this as like a little rolling pin just to get rid of the air bubbles. So just basically roll on the guard, just get rid of the air bubbles, make sure it's all pushed down properly. I think that will do it. As you can see, it's like quite a sticky, horrible, messy job. So I'll chuck these gloves out and I'll put another set on for the next guard. So I'm calling it quits for the night. It's currently 11:30 PM. I'll be back tomorrow to finish off fiberglassing and sanding the left front guard. I haven't done any fiberglassing on this one just yet, but I've done a little bit of sanding. The front part of the guard's pretty much done. Just gotta do a little bit more sanding, but the back part of it I just need to do some more fiberglassing where those black lines are. The left rear I've done all the fiberglassing, that's all done. So all I have to do now is just sand it once it's dry. The right rear, all the fiberglassing is done as well, just need to do sanding. I'm just hoping this part here dries, because I've put quite a bit of fiberglass in there. I've put lots and lots of layers in there, probably close to 20 layers in there to build it up. There's such a big hollow, so hopefully it dries, but we'll see in the morning when I come back to it. And right front, you can see I've done half of it, I've done fiberglassing, but the other half I haven't, because this part here is actually too high, so I've just got to sand it down to make it straight. But I've fiberglassed this, just need to do another couple of layers, but yeah, just couldn't be bothered doing any more tonight, so I'll be back at it tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's the next day here at my dad's workshop. The fiberglassing has dried overnight. All I need to do now is just sand it. I've got to do a little bit more fiberglassing on the front, but the back fiberglassing is all done. As you can see here, it's going to look good. Just need to do some sanding, get rid of all this loose edges, make it all smooth. The other side's the same. Fiberglass all done, just sand it. So that's what I'm going to get on to next. Finish off this fiberglassing, get the fiberglass to dry, and while it's drying I'm going to sand the back guards. Then once the back guards are sanded, hopefully the front guards are dry enough for me to start sanding. So I've just finished fiberglassing my front guards, they're all done, just letting them dry. I'm going to go and sand the back guards shortly, and then once they're done I'll start putting it all back together and then take it home tonight. So I'm just going to trim off this bottom edge to start with, to get rid of all this loose bits, and then I'm going to get the belt sander out and use that and sand my guards. The reason I'm doing this is because it's quite a long flat surface and it's not going to get any hollows or anything in it if I just use like a little sanding block. So that's the best option, and I'll just go over it with like a little sanding block at the end just to make it completely smooth. I was actually quite surprised of how easy it was with that belt sander. About 10 minutes later, and this is what I've got so far. Pretty happy so far with the results. Just got to do a little bit more down by the door. But yeah, no, it's pretty easy. So this is what it looked like before sanding, real rough. And then this is what it looks like after sanding, nice and smooth. Stay tuned for when I actually finish these guards. I ran out of time to sand the front guards, so I'll have to carry on that in another video. It was just getting late and I had work the next day, so I just put the car back together, put the bumpers back on, and I just took it home. So the back guards are sanded, just need to sand the front guards. So yes, stay tuned.